Today we are looking at quite possibly the best motorcycling tent you're going to find. It's definitely the best one I've found. We're looking at the Big Agnes Copper Spur HV UL2 Bikepack. And the Bikepack version of this tent is the one that you're looking for motorcycling. They have just a regular copper spur, but it does not pack down this small. The main difference being the poles. They break down into really short segments. Let's just start with measuring it in its packed up form. You're looking about 13.5 inches long by, you can see it's a little bit wider this way than it is that way. And roughly 7 inches wide. And about 5 inches wide this way. So for a two-person tent, that is by far the smallest pack size I've seen. It still has a full rain fly. Don't think that just because it packs down so small, it skimps on features or anything. You have a full rain fly. The tent body itself is all mesh, which is kind of nice for in the summertime if you want to go without the rain fly. It stays nice and cool in there. The poles are about 12-inch, 13-inch sections, and they are aluminum. And let's get it open and see what it looks like in here. Well, actually, first let's tear off these tags and see what's on here. And we've got, well, here's a picture of it set up. That'll be handy. I haven't actually set it up yet. You can pause on these if you want to. Nothing important on there. Nothing important on there. I don't know why they need to advertise to me. I already bought the thing. Okay, let's get it opened up. See what we got in here. It's got, oh, I thought this bag was attached. So there's actually two bags, two separate things here, I guess. Undo all of those. Whole bag. Oh, it is kind of attached. So anyway, here's the poles. Wow, that looks like it might be fun to get back in there. High quality aluminum poles. Oh, that's cool. It even comes with a repair. So what does it say on there? Field repair splint. In case you snap one of your poles, you can slide this over the brake and still use your tent till you can get home and fix it properly. So there's all your poles. We'll set those off to the side. I kind of don't like the way they did this latch here. I wish that was just a normal clip like this. What this is, it's like a hook. You see that? It kind of grabs the webbing here. That's kind of a pain. I don't know if I like that. But not too terrible. I shouldn't complain too much. This is the whole tent. I still can't get over that. That's amazing. The tent and the rain fly is in this bundle right here. And I'll give you a comparison to my old tent so you can see the difference. This is a Ledge Sports Scorpion 2, which I bought this back in 2014, I believe. Nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong here. This was a great tent, and I'll still use it for other stuff. But the main reason I got this big Agnes is because look at how small it is compared to this other tent. They have almost an identical footprint. So it's not like this tent sets up bigger. It just, this one packs down a whole lot smaller. Alright, so now let's get this thing down on the ground and we'll get it set up and take a look at its footprint and go over some of the other features. Put together, except that I don't have the rainfly staked out. The tent itself is freestanding, but the rainfly requires that you stake it out on the ends here. And you get, well, it's hard to show on camera, but you get like your rainfly comes out at an angle. I forget the term for that, but you have like a space on either side of the tent that you can put your boots and jackets or whatever you want while you sleep at night, so they don't have to be in the tent with you. And we'll come around here on the other side. One thing that was really nice when setting up, on each corner you've got color coding, or I guess not each corner, but each half of the tent has color coding. So where the pole goes has this gray strap, and then this end of the pole is gray, and then this corner of the rainfly has a gray strap on it, so you know this corner is all gray components. And when you come over to this other half of the tent, everything's orange. The end of the pole is orange, the corner of the tent is orange, the corner of the rainfly is orange. And it's like that on that side, and then the other corner, the other far corner, is gray. You've got nice reflective twine, cordage, whatever you call it, for tying out your rainfly. You've got reflective webbing here, reflective webbing down there on each corner. The tent has doors on either side, and the rainfly also has zippers on each side, so you can get in and out on either side. If you're actually using it like a two-person tent, each person has their own door. You're going to be cozy if you're using this as a two-person tent. I will not be. One other thing to show on the rainfly, we've got this Velcro patch right here, and that's a vent. Vent to vent moisture and heat out of your tent. And then the Velcro holds it down, but if you want to hold it open, they give you this stiff piece right here, and there's a dot of bright orange Velcro on the bottom of that. This may be hard to do one-handed. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that with one hand, but you hold this up and lift that under there and it'll hold your vent open for you. Not really sure what this is for. There's webbing up here and it's got like loops sewn into it. Don't know what you'd use that for. I'm sure they thought of something when they did that, but I don't know what it is. So I'll go ahead and get the rain fly off so you can see what the tent looks like a little bit easier, and we'll go over some of the interior features. All right, here's the tent with no rain fly on it. Do a quick walk around. You can see it's kind of an asymmetrical shape. I believe the intention is that this end is your head and this end is your feet. And you can see down here what I think is the foot end. There's a pocket on the inside, and that pocket runs the whole width of the tent, and it's about a foot deep. Good spot to put, I don't know, dirty socks and that sort of thing. Maybe you could hang your iPad in there and watch a movie at night, something like that. And let's see, the tent, as you can see here, is totally freestanding. Obviously, I'm on a concrete floor. It's not staked down anywhere. The rain fly does require a stake on either end, one here and one on the other side, so that you get your, I think the term is vestibule. I remembered that between shots. Without the stakes in the rain fly, your vestibule section of the rain fly will just kind of flap around in the wind, but the tent itself stands up without stakes. And you can see there's no annoying sleeves to put the poles through or anything. You've just got clips. There, it looks like there's 2 of these orange clips for each of the 4 legs of the tent. And then this 5th one, this real short pole that goes over the top, has 1 orange clip in the middle, and then these clear plastic pieces. And the end, let's see if I can do this. The end of the pole has that ball on it, and it goes into this clear plastic socket, and that just holds the top of the tent up and out. There is quite a bit of headroom in this tent. Let's get a tape measure here. Let's see. I'm gonna give a rough estimate of 44 inches tall, roughly. And then you're roughly 38 inches wide on the foot end. Come on, camera. And about 50-ish inches wide on the head end. Oh, and you might want to know how long it is too. And it looks like it's about 86 inches long. So pretty good sized tent, really, especially when you consider how small it packs down. You can see on each side of the tent, you've got a door. There's a full door on each side, double Oh, not quite double zippers. That's actually kind of annoying. It's got two zippers, one for the side, the upper part of the door, and then one that goes along the bottom. I thought maybe the zipper made a turn here, but it doesn't. So you do have two zippers to mess with. That's kind of weird, but not the end of the world. And then over there on the other side, you've got another identical door. You've got tie-out points for each door here on the sides, so you can roll the door up and lock it open if you want to. And what's this? Oh, that's interesting. A helmet strap, I guess. If you ride a bicycle, you can stick your helmet right here. Never seen that before. I'm pretty sure when they call this thing the Bikepack tent, they're not talking about motorcycles. All right, so now we'll go ahead and change the camera angles, and I'll climb inside and show you a couple things, and we'll move on from there. All right, just kicking my shoes off. Now we're on the inside, my feet are down here. You can see that big giant pocket I was talking about down on the foot end. You can fit a lot of stuff in there, and the tent is pretty sturdy. Like, I wouldn't go throwing all kinds of stuff in there, but you can put a bit of weight in here and not have to worry about it, you know, pulling down the corner of the tent or anything. You've got this weird little thing here, door keeper. Huh. Not sure how that works. I figured you just roll this back and latch it all in there, something like that. I've got no pockets along the corners or anything. There's a weird loop right here. Don't know what that's for. There's one on that end as well. And then there's also loops up high. I noticed those a little while ago, one in each corner. Oh, and there's even one in the peak too. So I guess maybe if you had a gear loft from another tent, you could put it in here and use it. This tent does not come with a gear loft, but you don't really need it with that giant pocket over here. And I just realized it looks like there's another pocket here too on the head end. Yeah, there is. Oh, that's cool. And they gave you can put your phone up here and then run your headphone cord out there if you still use headphones. And, oh, I lied. There are pockets down low on the inside. There's one on this side and one on that side. And that's pretty much it for the inside. Let me spin around and lay down. Oh, wow. This tent is big. All right, like I said, I'm a big guy. I'm about 6'4", 277 pounds. I wanted a comfortable tent, and this definitely fits the bill. I can sit up comfortably in here, which is one thing that was kind of annoying about my old tent. I couldn't quite sit up straight in it. If I had my sleeping pad in here, I think I would still be able to sit up just fine without my head without having to crouch down. And it's plenty long enough for me. I've got all kinds of room in here. This is actually a little bit wider than my old tent. This is great. So let's go ahead, get the thing broken down and see if we can fit it back in the box. Back in the bag. worried that it would be difficult to get back in there because it's so compact. But the material that that tent is made out of is really lightweight. It's still very waterproof, but it's really thin and really easy to roll back up this small. If I had tried harder, I could have gotten it even smaller than this, but I struggled a little bit on camera to get it back in the bag just because I was trying to stay in frame, and I think I failed a little bit on that, but not at all difficult to get back in the bag, so you don't need to worry about that. Something that I forgot to show on camera when I opened everything up, and then also forgot to put back in the bag, is this small bag was actually rolled up in the middle of the tent, not in the pole bag. And it's got your stakes in here. And then it also has these orange straps that I can't figure out what they're for. I was thinking maybe it was to cinch the fabric of the tent smaller, but it's not quite big enough for that. So I don't know what these are for. It didn't like require them to set the tent up or take it down, so don't know what they're for. But it comes with, what is this, looks like 8. Oh, whoops, now there's one on the ground. These tent stakes. They're real lightweight aluminum, seem like they're pretty strong. I don't like that they don't have a little loop on the end, like a loop of paracord. I might have to do that myself. But anyway, it comes with 8 of them. Technically, you only need 2 stakes, like at a absolute minimum if you're using the rainfly, just to hold your vestibules out to the side. If you're not going to use that, you could even go no stakes. The tent is totally freestanding, and as long as you've got some weight in it, it's not going to blow away. I'll probably carry just 6 stakes with me on the regular. It comes with 8, and you can actually use all 8 of them if you really want to stretch the tent fly out, or I mean the rain fly out. But 4 on the tent and 2 on the rain fly is just fine. So I'll have to repack this to get those back in there, but I don't think it'll be very difficult. And that should be it for now. Hopefully somebody sees the value in this tent that I do, because this thing is going to be great. It's about 2/3 the size of my old tent. Would have been cool if it was half the size, but that'd be asking too much, I think. So, like I said at the beginning, this is a great tent if you're looking for something that packs down small and it's high quality. You do have to pay for it though. It's not a cheap tent. I paid $380, I think. So definitely not a budget tent, but I think you'll like it. So hopefully that was helpful to somebody. If so, give me a thumbs up, and I would sure appreciate a subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one.